And hi again, everybody. I'm Doug Miles, along with Ed Schneider. We're here at Sarasota High School tonight, where we saw probably one of the greatest finishes you're ever going to want to see in a high school basketball game, as the Sailors defeat the Riverview Rams tonight by the score of 42-41, coming back from as many as 9 points down late in the fourth quarter. And Ed, I've been covering basketball for a while. You've been coaching it and watching it for a long time. I've never seen quite an exciting finish like this on the high school level, even the college level.
It was really surprising to me. At the time, it was, I think, 2:53 to go in the game. Coach Oness decided to go with the full court press after a timeout. And I said at that point, I think he should have went to the press sooner since they were down 9 points. But it was an unbelievable press. They denied the ball all over the floor. Riverview, if they were able to get it in, couldn't make a second pass off of it. And the Sailors came up with all kinds of steals, some buckets, went to the free throw line. I think it was about 6 or 7 trips in a row that Riverview was unable to get the ball across half court. That's where the Sailors were able to chip away at that lead, got it down to 2 points in the final minute. And at that point, after a timeout, they ran their offense. And Marcus Riley, about 24 seconds ago in the game, put up a three here from the right corner and swished it through, put the Sailors up for the first time in a long time, since early in the game, and put the pressure back on Riverview, who used their last timeout. Riverview ended up ultimately having 2 possessions. The first time they came away empty and ended up committing a foul on Hochstetler, who went to the line after making a ton of free throws, missed the front end of a 1-on-1 there, so Riverview had one last opportunity with 10 seconds to go, and they were unable to convert. Great defense by the Sailors, no fouls those last 2 trips down the floor, and that's really the key there, especially the way that Riverview shot fouls all night. And the Sailors were able to come away with an unbelievably exciting 1-point district win, 42-41 over the arch-rival Riverview Rams.
After the first quarter, the Sailors had an 11-10 lead. We were tied at halftime at 17 apiece. At the end of 3, the Rams had opened up a 6-point lead and then led by as many as 9 points in that fourth quarter. But as you mentioned, Hochstetler had 10 in the game, 8 in that fourth quarter. Really instant offense tonight for the Sailors as he comes back after a foot injury. Played the other night on the holiday tournament up in South Carolina, but the first home game for Hochstetler this season, and finishes with 10 in the game. Tanner Wygand led all scorers for Sarasota with 13. Eric Callowell had 8. Marcus Riley with 6, and none bigger than that a big three-pointer late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and what the Sailors did is they went smaller down the stretch. Eric Callowell sat on the bench, and so did Sam Rosario, and Hochstetler was in there along with Webb Jackson, and the 3 other starters, Wygand, Riley, and Gutierrez, and they played just unbelievable defense. We know the Sailors can play outstanding half-court defense. What Riverview was doing is pulling the ball out with the 9-point lead, making the Sailors have to spread out so they couldn't double-team, and Sarasota had to do something different. Coach Oness went to it at the right time, obviously. Maybe a little sooner in my book, but in any event, he knew what he was doing, obviously, better than I do. He knew what they were going to be able to come away with the victory. And really, they missed a couple layups there. They could have been up 4 or 5 points at the end. A couple of those went in and out about 3 times before finally coming out. In any event, set up the last-second heroics of Marcus Riley. He had 2 3-pointers on the night, none bigger than the one with about 24 seconds left. They gave the Sailors the lead for the first time since the first quarter, and the Sailors were able to hang on to the 1-point victory.
Leading scorer for the Rams tonight was Jeremy Jones. He had 11 points. Through 3 quarters, only 1 in the fourth quarter, and missed a key foul shot as well in that fourth quarter, which gave the Sailors another opportunity to take the lead.
Right. But 9 for 10 at the line, but he missed 1 of 2 in the fourth quarter, and the final difference was 1. So that's how close of a game it was. It came down to somebody shooting 90% and missing their 1 free throw, and the Sailors were able to hang on to win.
Congratulations to the Sailors, who are up their record now to 11-2 on the season, 1-0 in district play for Riverview. They fall to 7 up and 5 down, 0-1 in district play. The next game for the Sailors will be this Friday night as they take on Palm Harbor University High School, and we'll be on the air live on our live broadcast at dougmilesmedia.com and on the Sarasota Herald Tribune.com, the sports page, starting at 7:20 p.m. But Ed, you're going to be going on the DL for a little while, and we'll have you join us on the live broadcast and do some of the post game, but I won't be with us on the road for a while.
I'll be watching, but I won't be able to join you. I'm going to do some knee replacement surgery shortly on the IR for a few weeks. Hope to make it back no later than the district tournament. Hopefully we'll be able to get down to Venice for the county tournament in early February. But in any event, I just want to give kudos to the Sailors. They've already surpassed their 10 wins they had all of last season. The Sailors are now 11-2. I think the tournament up in South Carolina certainly helped them. They hung in there. They didn't get down when they were down, and that's a credit to the team and to the coaches. And I see a lot of bright things for the Sailors here the rest of the season.
Final score once again from Sarasota High School. The Sarasota Sailors 42, the Riverview Rams 41. For Ed Schneider, I'm Doug Miles saying thanks for watching. We'll see you again on Friday night.
Go Sailors.